Okay, in this lesson, what you're going to do is you're going to create a design with your name, and then you're going to shade around it. At home, if you're working on the project, what you're going to do is take a piece of photocopy paper and make a 1/2-inch border around the outside. I know some of you have already started this, so this is probably just a refresher about what to do. And then what I'm going to do is make that border around the outside. Now you have to have 4 letters or more. And I think I posted some examples that have not just four letters, but they have, some students have done their first and last name. You have to use 4 letters, and you're going to shade around the outside. I'm looking for creativity. I'm looking for good shading. And your letters don't have to necessarily be in a line. You can kind of make them go all over the place. And I'm going to show you an example of that in just a minute here. So, do you see how I've got a border all the way around this paper? Then what I would do is put my name inside here. But because we're working on it here in class, what I'm going to do is do a bigger one. But when you're doing your shading, don't shade like this because the lines are too far apart. Keep your lines close together. And you can do small strokes and keep them tight and try to fade it like this. And then you go next to it and do the same thing like we did with the other project, the shape sheet. You're going to kind of put it in there like this. Now, on the big sheet, what you're doing, you're going to go around the outside and just use the ruler like this, the width of the ruler, to get that edge like this. And you're going to go around here all the way around the outside, this. Then like this. And the same on the side. Then, when you draw your name out, draw it lightly. That way, if you have to come in and make changes, erase stuff, you can. I drew my name out. I put ROTHFUS. And now I'm going to darken it in. Because I like this way. So here's my T. Let me do the O so you can see that. O. Keep your pencil sharp too, because when it gets dull, your shading doesn't look as sharp or as clean. O. H. I think you can see what's going on here. And I would do the F. And let me show you this too. Make sure that I'm going to use a piece of paper under my hand so that when I start shading, I don't mess this up or start smudging it. But I put the paper down and I can work with this. And then I'm going to come down to here. Then I do the U. And the S. So it's going to be like that. Next step is you start shading it in. So I've started shading here. And again, don't try to do long strokes, trying to get the whole thing at once. Be neat and clean, be very slow and deliberate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here and just fade as you come in. Fade as you come in. And then when you get to this corner, you're going to fade up. Fade up. Keeping your lines close together. Like this. Now let me show you an example that I've got even more done. So here is a lot done. And again, keep your paper down. Let me just show you this part. In between two areas where it's really dark, or it's going to be not enough space to go white, you kind of shade, and then you go light, and you shade. And see how it just darkens that in, and that's okay. Make a shade. Like this. Let me show you what happens when you come to a corner. This corner on the inside, what I do is I just kind of come up like this, and then I turn the paper and go down like this and fade. Go like this and fade. And then on the corner, I'm going to go lighter like this. Just bring it out. So you can see what's happening here. And then let's go in here and shade some of this. There we go. So that should be a good start of what's going on. I'm leaving some areas white, and where they don't have any blending. I'm going to go ahead and finish this later.